Would you like to introduce your name, course, and your year?
So my name's Evangeline O'Dowd. I did Law and American Studies combined with the LPC and LLM, and I graduated November of 2019.
Could you tell us your hometown?
My hometown, well, I grew up in Kerry, Ireland, and now I currently reside in Swansea.
We previously had a conversation about you saying the difficulties you faced as an Irish student coming to try and study in the UK, with the confusion of you being confused for an international student or an EU student, and the difficulties you had to go through. Could you please tell us your story?
Yes, so again, I opted to do Law and American Studies. That course wasn't available in my hometown. Actually, throughout all of Ireland, it wasn't available. So I knew I had to move over to the UK. And when I moved over, it was quite daunting because I come from Southern Ireland. So they wanted to class like my, when you go and you sign up and you have to do
The induction.
the induction. So when I was doing the induction, I actually had to wait for like between 6 and 9 hours, which is crazy, to like register as a student. And they wanted to put me as an international student, although the man at the time said that Ireland wasn't in the EU, which it's very clear that it was. I mean, it joined in 70 whatever year. And so there was a big difference in the course fees. So I knew that I didn't want to be an international student because firstly, that's not my category. And yes, so that's kind of the struggle that I had in terms of trying to convince them that I was in fact an EU student and not an international student. Luckily, they classed me as an EU student, but it was quite a challenging experience, but you just have to stay strong.
Could you tell the students about the line situation, and with obviously having your parent or guardian there to help you, and what happened with that?
Okay, so my mum flew over with me to settle me in, and it was the first day, I believe, that we had to register. So I was like rather overwhelmed with the whole thing and the whole situation because first off, I'd never been in Wales. I'd never visited the country, let alone been to the university. So everything was new. I was like constantly like looking over my shoulder, looking at buildings. There was hundreds of people there, if not thousands of people. So I was already overwhelmed at this point, and then to queue in this massive line. So just be prepared that when you go, I'm not sure if it's the same as an international or EU student, it doesn't matter. Just be prepared for long lines. Luckily, like I said, my mum came over with me. So she was there to really kind of like calm me down. And I know that not everyone's going to have that option. Some of people will like travel on their own. So what I'd say is to make sure that you've got your paperwork just ready, maybe put it in a separate Polly Pocket folder.
What paperwork would they need?
Oh, I'm trying to think back. This was almost 5 years ago.
Maybe grades, proof,
Yeah,
address.
I took my grades, my proof of address, an identification, so your passport, or maybe a driving license. I don't. I think. I can't speak. I think that places prefer passports, rather than any other ID card, and like your proof of address. I think that was everything. For me, or your visa as well, your visa documentation. For me, I didn't need a visa because I was coming from Ireland, but I'm not sure how that will all pan out with Brexit. So just make sure that you're up to date.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe give your uni a call before you actually come over, because sometimes on the website it can be a bit unclear. And if you're unsure about anything, especially as an international student, because you just can't pop home and grab the documents you need, you need them right then and there. So give them a call, chat to someone, and make sure you go through everything that you need.
And if any students are interested in law or studying at the University of Swansea, where can they find you to talk to you?
So they can find me on LinkedIn. That's always a great place to connect with me. They can also send me direct messages through my Instagram account. I've had quite a few actually people that are studying law in Swansea reach out to me because obviously they've just had their offers and everything. So I've had quite a good few people reach out and just have a general chat. I mean, don't be scared. I wish I had someone that I could have chatted to in my first year. Reach out to me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, or there's an option to reach out to me directly from my blog as well.
Okay.